Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and the Resources Soviet Republic. In this episode, we're definitely going to crank up the our very own electricity. I'm kind of been thinking about this a little bit. I'm not too convinced this is the right kind of setup we have over here. It's a little bit of a mess. I might do... I might try and do a little bit more with it before we actually switch it on. So we could run another one... kind of over here. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll add another switch, and then the idea is that this one runs here into this switch. So yeah, it's too many switches, to be honest, because you can't get more than kind of 19 megawatts through a switch anyway. So what I'm thinking is this switch is useful in that it splits to those different areas. Yeah, we really need to maintain whatever we've got over there. But what I thought we could do is we could run another one from here to there. And then what we could do is we could split off from this switch and run completely in this direction, tie it up over here and export power once we're ready to go. We'll have to kind of bypass all of this. We might have a look because there's probably easy enough for us to tie in here and then export from that spot and just disconnect it over here. So I think all of the switches is kind of useful. Now, the only thing is I think we'll need another switch kind of somewhere over here, and then we'll run one in that direction, and from here so ultimately I'm going to probably get rid of this. So I think that's kind of the idea. So let's get... let's get another switch here, and then we'll start building that. I mean, it's not going to be something we're going to need straight away. This is presumably I can just do a switch like this, right? That's going to give me more than enough of what I need here. So I think, and that's going to kind of align with our... Yeah, I think this kind of switch is a little bit better, I think. And then we could do it on this side as well, and then just kind of run it straight through there. Yeah, I think so. So let's do... we'll flip it around so it's a little further away from the road there. So let's do that. And we can... Well, we don't need it to have anything spectacular. We'll tie it in like so. We will activate that construction so we can get that moving. At the same time, we would like to kind of run the big cable out this way. And I'm thinking I want to tie it in like that. So I might... I mean, obviously we'll need to cross it in a reasonable manner, so something like that. And then I'm just going to run it straight into here, and I think that'll be fine, right? If we look at that, I think that's a reasonable alignment. Ultimately, obviously, I don't want to plan them crisscrossy like this, but once we've got that built up and running, it means we can disable the other one, and that'll continue to move, and then we can build a new one that kind of runs out through here, right? Oh, is that... I'm not sure that's going to really work, right? Because of this bus station, I think it'll run... I mean, there's enough room for it to run there. But because of the bus station, we've got a bit of an issue here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear out... Well, let's clear out this. We'll redo it by kind of popping in... It's a little bit further away and probably running it something like that. That's nice and straight there. And then what we'll ultimately do is we'll run the next one. From here. So if we look at this, can we potentially make this work? If we leave that one there, we could do this. We could do this. Pop it across that way, and then we should be able to run it next to it on the other side. I think that's fine. So let's do that. What I might then do is I might actually redo it one more time. And of course, it would have been better if we had it right there. But what I'll do is I'll try and kind of get it off the side of this one. So if we were to do something like that, that's going to be pretty reasonable. So let's straighten it up like this. If we were to run it, say, fairly straight like that. And then I don't want it to get too close. And then what we'll do is we'll cross it nice like this. So at least we've got them fairly close together. Yeah, that's fine. And then all we'll do is we'll just remove these two, and we'll then run back over there. So a little bit of a crisscross to avoid that guy there. So I think that's fine. We will start our efforts on the construction of these. Let's get our road screws to do that. Now, research programs are getting done, so we may as well continue our journey here to get people a little bit more resilient. So what are we looking at? The virology, heart attack prevention, and stroke prevention. So that's awesome. We may as well just kind of slowly move our way through these things. So that's good. We do need to get this up. There's lots of little bits of construction that's needing to finish before we can ultimately switch things on here. I think this road is done, so we may as well assign some construction over there so we can get that built. I realized, so the police station is built, but I realized it's without power, so I kind of switched it off for the time being. We also are still missing a garbage facility here. So maybe, you know what, I might go back to this guy here so that we maintain... I'm kind of tempted to squeeze it in there, but I want to make sure that we can get the... yeah, I want to make sure we're not... actually... why we're not getting power here is absolutely amazing. It's so close. But anyway, I'm thinking maybe just garbage disposal then in this general area. Then maybe that's not the right one because we don't necessarily need to tie it in with anything else, with little paths and things. Though if we do it, we can tie it in with that path, and then we might get garbage disposal for something over here anyway. So I think let's tie this in this location. Yeah, I think that's going to be useful. So let's just go ahead and do that. At the same time, we may as well then go ahead and do the tie-in, so that we do allow ourselves a little bit of area to work with. So do this, do that. Just make sure all of that's moving. So if we go underground, that's reasonably done. Oh, really close. Everything is under construction, so we should be not too far off from getting that moving. And if I quickly have a look, have I assigned this? Let's make sure we are assigning all of these kind of cables. So once that's built, we can easily disconnect some of these and continue that. And I think that's going to be a much nicer setup. Hopefully that gives us enough power in this area as well. So we need a little bit more power coming into this general direction. So... in order for us to not have such major overlaps anyway, let's have a bit of a look. Let's continue our path here. So I'm guessing the plan would be that we get the path pretty close to this area here. So we try and get a reasonable, yeah. So if we were to run our path through that way, I kind of like that idea, and what we'll do is we'll tie it in. We wanted to do it from the other side, we'll tie it in over there. So let's do that. We can then ultimately tie this one over here and have everything connected to it, and maybe then that spot's good for power or anywhere along here as well. So let's make a start on getting this path done as well. So lots of activities underway at the moment. We'll want to run a path down here again, and probably, we're continuing this one down here. So I'm really making an effort to ensure we've got lots of paths everywhere, so that we really maximize our walking connectivity. Now, I do think we should make a start on all of these other bits and pieces. So if we go downstairs, have we finished this? Oh, yes, we have. So heating is now up and running over here. I'm pretty keen to just get started on the construction of all the other ones as well. But what I might hold off just a little bit until we kind of get this going, so we don't divert too much of our attention into that area. Okay, so here we've got a new one. So let's this guy is assigned. So let's just change its workplace to over there. I think we've got another one. So let's just change its workplace to over here as well. And then we are interested in this guy. Let's get this guy over here also. And all of them are busy transporting stuff apart from this guy. So let's get this one in there also. Okay, so we're slowly moving guys into the new one. Oh, this one's done as well. And what we need to then, of course, do is make sure that we are assigning it to this area over here, so that everything can, in fact, be moved. We're currently looking at a 1 kilometer radius. We might tweak it to like 2, though 2 gets a little bit extreme. 1. I like the idea of 1. Maybe we do this one 2 and the other one we do as 1. Okay, so that one we stay as 1 and we run it up that way anyway. And then the idea being that we reassign some stuff into that general direction. Now, what I want to do is let's reassign all of the stuff from the free one. We'll get them all to go into that one. So there's like 3 of them there, and here we don't have anything else really. We certainly don't have any kind of these snow plows. I'm kind of wondering, maybe we grab one of these snow plows and we put it over there instead. And then what we'll do is we'll grab some more of these guys. Well, just move this one over here and see about getting that getting that one in there. So that should be okay. Slowly want to move all of them out and get rid of those buildings because I think they're glitched. I don't know. I'm assuming they're glitched because I'm having so much trouble with them. But because since I've added the free one, we've actually made huge, well, not so much actually, but this one, yeah, I think we have made improvements. Now, the other thing we need to start looking at, this is absolutely full, so we're probably getting too many people in here. So let's drop this down to say 100. So we don't really, well, maybe 130. We'll get it to 130. This one's maxing out, and we are, not filling it up. So it's probably about time to get the next one up and running as well. But of course, in order to make that work, we are going to need to get our pathways working. So I guess the plan is like that, and then we'll tie it in like so. Let's trim it back a little bit. One slither there, and then we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's probably about right. If we straighten it up, that squeezes a few meters off of it. I think that's the one instead. Let's do that. We'll straighten that one up. So let's make a start on the construction over there. Though I'm kind of thinking, I don't think this is accessible at the moment, right? Yeah, it's not. So we will need to give it a little bit of an area here. So I'm guessing what we'll do is we will. No, that's not going to work. So I guess in order for it to be manageable, let's just get a bit of a path in there, and then we'll say sign that one and that one so we can get that started. If I actually planned this out properly, we could have. Oh, I can't. Can I? Hang on. Let's try that again. If I plan it out properly, we may be able to do this. Do that and do that. I like it. That's going to be just fine for me there. So we can make a start on all of them at the same time, right? Let's just get all of them going, and then we'll see about this little bridge section here. We might have to pay for its construction because it might not be doing its thing. But anyway, we'll see. What's going on over here? We've got our snowplow and our garbage guys here ready and doing their thing. So hopefully that's going to be all good and well. This thing is full, so we don't need all the workers here. I might trim it back even a little bit more to 100, no more than a 100. And then obviously we need to see more people coming in this way. Now, ultimately, when we run this, oh, that's good. This is up and running. So that's fine. So this will work. We just need to make sure that we've got, I think we're pretty close on the water side of things. Well, not really, 10%. Everything is like slowly getting there, but we should be pretty close to getting it done. If we go back in, there should be water here. Good stuff. So there is water there. So all of that's happening. Oh, this one's up. So we should be able to clean this mess up after we switch this on. Excellent. That's very good to see. And then with this in place, why is this... oh, it's finishing off. There's not enough room for a roller. But anyway, look at the guys rolling it. I like it. Okay, so that's done in like... Oh, my goodness. With 3 work days left, we have no one left to work here. We'd love to see us... Oh, here we go. Oh, they're rolling on that side as well. Got a building fire. A clothing factory. I believe we have... Yeah, we've got close nearby firefighting action. Firefighting responses. We should have this powered. All of this is powered, so we can bring in some additional power over here. I would love to see a little bit more work days arrive over here. Oh, we've got a person working here. One person working here. Can you please... I'm guessing we need at least 2 people. Got a traffic jam. Ooh. This is not our normal traffic jam. Ah, I see. Let's move you out of the way because you're stuck in the wrong spot. So that's fine. That's built. And it's powered. Oh, yeah, from this switch, of course. There we go. And so this is done now, right? So excellent. So get this is signed for construction so we can make that work. This should be able to get firefighters now. So, we need to buy some vehicles. So let's buy some vehicles. Now, I'm after the speed option here. These guys are pretty good. So this is a level 17. That's a level 26. So I'm kind of getting 1, 2 of them, and then maybe 18, 19, 17, and then we'll do 3 of these guys. Wow, 86 firefighters. Anyway, we'll do that. 100 firefighters working at this facility. That's fine. I'm quite happy with it. I'd rather we have the firefighters ready to go. Would love to see this being constructed pretty quickly. We've got a crane there ready to do it. So that should all work well now. I just want... Okay, now we need power to come in through here somewhere. Kind of tempted to maybe do it... Where will we put power? What's happening with this? Oh, that's all connected from this side. Okay, that's excellent. That's very good. So that'll all work anyway. So this should have power. Everything has power here, really. I'm kind of tempted to bring it in somewhere. I mean, it's best we don't put them too far apart, right? So something like this is probably a good spot for it, really. So let's do that. Let's grab ourselves the this one. Kind of think that's a reasonable one, so we limit our overlap. Alternatively, we can move it a little bit further this way. Yeah, maybe it's better we put it over here so that we start powering a little bit more this area. So let's do that. We'll place it here, and we'll start work on our power line here. So I'm guessing what I'll do is I'll run it from here. Probably, let's run it from over there. Let's go underground and see how that's looking. Let's do that. Put it nice and tight there. Okay, so we'll make a start on that. Once this is built, we need a little bit more gravel, so it should be done pretty quickly here. Oh yeah, everything's there, so this should be done fairly quickly now. We've got a few workers there ready to go, and we've got the crane trying to get it done pretty quickly. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing you need a crane for, to be honest. But anyway, I'm not going to complain because the cranes make it so much quicker. And then from there, it means that we'll be able to kind of just kind of stop the issues with it. So there we go. So now we want get a hazardous waste. We'll get a biological waste because this one is in the range here, I think. Right? Yes. So it's in the range. So I'd rather have it ready to do that. We should start seeing it fill up containers over here instead. Yeah, hazardous waste is coming in already. Biological waste and mixed waste. So that's all good. So that's working, doing its thing. What? Why do we have water being unloaded here? Gimme. It doesn't have water? Hang on. Am I... well, we can definitely sort it out. We'll get some water going over here, definitely. Okay. Well, let's fix that. Let's fix that straight away. So let's get one of these guys going. If I do it here, would I be able to make it work? If I do that, right? You need to go upstairs. I guess we'll get the... Yeah, so we'll get that to work. So let's just make sure we are doing... getting our sewage moving. Go underground. That should be just fine. So we'll get our sewage connection built. So let's just make sure we are assigning these guys for construction. And similarly, we're going to need some water in this area as well. I kind of completely forgot about that. So if we wanted a water substation, this guy over here, I guess, will probably work, right? So if we do something like that, get our path connected there, and then we'll also get our water pipe go underground. And that should work quite nicely. So we'll have water and power, water power and water power and sewage ready to go in this area. Now, I don't want to necessarily deprive us of workers due to our significant number of firefighters that we have, but at least we'll be ready to go here. So firefighting activities is able to work. This area, I am guessing. We're going to need a few things. So what I might do is I might bring... they all seem to be working, right? But what we'll do is we'll bring one of them over here. Okay, so it'll come back and work that area. And, well, all of these seem to be running. No, not this one. So let's move this one over there as well. And obviously we need to make sure that they're tied in. Just this and make sure it's all going to the border for the time being. We do need at some point to kind of make everything work through our kind of transfer facility. So we will get to that. This is ready for us to start construction here, and at the same time I may as well do that. Okay, so let's get that going. And what we'll also do is we'll assign some construction activity over here. We'll assign some of that over there. Good. So just get everything moving so that we can make this work. Now this should be powered, watered, everything ready to go. We've got a traffic jam. Yeah, that's the one that I don't really care about. We'll wait for the snow to dissipate. And what we'll do is we'll buy some more trams, alter our current tram route, and get people to actually start working over here. Now, we will need to be a little bit cautious, but I guess we won't be producing more power than what we can really deal with. So let us buy, I think, a couple more of the trams is exactly what we're after. So we're looking for trams. We're looking for the electric tram, the speedy trams. What are the ones I'm using at the moment? It's 88. This is 150. They're both at 72. What is the kind of tram that we're using? Let's just double check it. So pop it in there. Have a look. LM68M. And sorry, I can kind of have a quick look straight like this. It's getting 150 people, so it is the bigger of the two. So I guess I'll buy 2 more of those. Tram, speed, the LM, this one. So I'll buy, they're a little bit more expensive, but I guess buying them is the right thing to do for more people. So I'll buy 2 more of them. Okay, we will have a look at this guy. Give me a look at your line, please. So Sith coal workers. So let's say after there, you go to the train platform. Then what you do is you pop in over here. Okay, and you unload all your kind of workers, please. And then you go to the coal mine. And then you go back into number 1. All right, so that's fine. So now we stop at Potomac East train platform to also drop off workers over here. So let's say save that. So now this route is pretty cool. And what we can do is we'll assign the additional trams to it. So let's assign you a route, coal workers tram, and go ahead. And what we'll do is we'll set you a line, the coal workers tram, and make a start there as well. Right? Oh, there we go. There we go. So because we've got the this station in here, this end station in here, we should be running pretty reasonable here. So now we will unemployment too high. Where? Why would we have unemployment? Oh, so we've got super high unemployment here. Okay, that's good. That means what we need to do is I'm not too high unemployment is not the biggest problem to have in this game, right? So I'm not going to worry about that too much, but definitely start looking at getting maybe some extra buses running, whatever. We should have workers popping in fairly soon now. So let's just hang on here for a minute to just see that this guy pops up and starts working. What is this? Oh, it's must be part of construction. Atomic coal mines unfinished. Atomic coal mines 4. What? What are we doing? Oh, it must be. Yeah, so atomic coal mines is this area, right? Okay, so fine. That's fine. Build all of that. I'm not even worried about it. Here comes a tram load. I'm hoping full of people. 63 is not quite full. We need a bit more. Here we go. Our very first batch of workers coming into the power plant. Loving it. Let's see it switch on. It's powering everything around it. And we're starting to see, a reasonable amount of power being had here, and we're obviously drawing it from over there. So there we go. We are self-sufficient with regards to power. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to disconnect from here so we can run the extra line so we can start exporting the power. So let us quickly have a look. If we do that, that's fine. And then from there, we'll be able to move it there. So the Cornoe Hills Demolition Office is on the way to come and sort this out. Let's quickly have a look at the Cornoe Hills Demolition Office. What kind of... it's got a bus, so the bus is going. So I think we should have everything we need to sort that out. So that's fine. So we'll give it a minute, well, a few minutes, I guess, to sort out anything. Nothing to repair over here. So... Whoa, why are we without workers? We really can't be affording... We really can't be doing that, right? We need workers here all the time. We can't be running out of workers. Okay, so what's the situation here? We don't... I mean... Got tons of stuff going on here. There's plenty of people here, so we're going to fill in the next one. I may have to see about getting even another tram on the line, because unlike the coal, this is it's too important. We can't really go and drop off our own, drop that off. We do need a constant supply. Let's have a bit of a look. Are we seeing a bit of a loss here of people? Yeah, slowly, that's fine. I just want to see the tram arrive here before like half of them go out. I think maybe it was just a bit of a blip. Yeah. Whoa, that's definitely another one. One more of the trams, please, because I think we're needing a bit. Give me speed one here. Let's grab another one there, and what we'll do is we'll assign it to that same line and get moving on it, because yeah, absolutely important that we make sure that now that we're supplying our own power. Well, we still haven't switched off the imports. Imports are still going on that way, so I'm not too worried about it. But of course, that's a big deal for us. Before we'll need to sort that out. So I'm guessing deconstruction is underway here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, deconstruction is underway. So that's fine. Once we clear that out, we'll run the new one here. I think that's going to be cleaning it up quite a bit here now. All done. So now it just needs to be, just need to get the stuff collected. So that's fine. That is fine. How's this going? This should be done fairly soon. And we've got workers at the ready over here as well. I'm kind of tempted to get a bit more housing going so that we can get some more workers in this area. Considering we're not really using these workers, we do need something else in this area to use these workers with. So I'm kind of tempted to do something like a TV station. Got some maintenance, city accounting, pollution monitor. We could do an orphanage. An orphanage wouldn't be the end of the world. I don't think any of these universities is something that we're after. Secret police, we've kind of got all of that going. Unemployment too high. It's this area that we're talking about. We go over here. We could do a television station, but it is massive. We're definitely not going to squeeze it in here. We're maxing this out, right? And we could probably up our workers in this one as well. Well, let's just do that, because with so many workers ready to go here, we may as well get them all to come and work in this area. What else can we do in this area that's going to be useful to us? What can we put some workers towards? Yeah, so some of these things maybe. Yeah, definitely an orphanage. An orphanage could do the trick. A number of workers possible in the orphanage. So that's something that we could do. Where though? Kind of. Where do we put the orphanage? Don't always know. We'll have to plan that out a little bit. So, okay, that's the one option. We could build some of these things, or we just activate the bus station. I think we activate the bus station, have people make their way over to the bus station, So we're going to have workers pop up in the bus station so then we can run that. I think that's probably the right thing to do. But I do think there is room for us to do the orphanage. So let's quickly do that. If I have modded orphanage, just want to see what I've got here. So yeah, we've got a variety of orphanages in here. So I might just add them all to the mix so that we have a bit of a choice, an option to go with. So orphanage over there. So we've got a number of different orphanages. That one. I mean, that could work. That could work to put the orphanage in there. It's a pretty sizable one. What does that do? 160, 180. So this is a bigger one. I am okay with this, right? So let's do that. Nice. That'll work. I want to do this. Yeah, that's better. Do that. Get the orphanage over there, and then what we'll do is we'll get that road connected like, say, this. Yeah, that's fine. Get cracking on the road. And at the same time, what we'll want to do is we want this path to run around this way and then tie that in. But we can make a start on that. Okay, so that's good. I think the next thing for us to jump into is start the construction on the next guy here. This isn't even done yet. But we can make a start on this construction. So let's continue the construction here, and we'll assign our construction officers to come in and start the build here, because we're not quite. We're doing a little bit better now, but yeah, we're going to want to make sure that we maintain reasonable numbers here. Just want to make sure there's always the same issue there. So I think we're okay now. We've managed to remove. We want to remove that one as well. Ooh, that's a bit of a bummer. I wanted to remove that one too. So let's see about removing that also. Didn't think I needed to specifically sort that out. So yeah, Cornoe Hills will jump into action and sort that out, and then we'll pick it up from over here and run it adjacent. We'll have to crisscross here and sort that out. Okay, now let's pop over here and see whether we've completed this. We have in fact completed this. So now the interesting thing is we want to electrify what we've got going on over here. So let's do that, and we'll electrify there, electrify through there, electrify through this, and through there. And we'll do over this way. That's up to there. Go through there. That's already electrified. We'll electrify this one. I think there's a little section here where we would like to... Get that one electrified, and we'll get this one electrified. Beautiful. And we'll get this one electrified, and we'll get that one electrified. And we'll get these guys electrified. Okay, so now we also need... Actually, maybe what we want to do... No, let's just get it electrified and get it done. Let's just do that. So we'll do... I think we're in the all clear. We may as well get all of this electrified. Okay. All the way up to there. No. All the way up to there. There's a little slither here that's not done. We'll get that one. We'll get this one. And I guess we'll electrify through here. We'll do this, we'll do that. Get there. Get little. Really? Is there a little slither here that's not being electrified? Get that one done. And we need this guy. We need that guy. And then till where are we electrified? I think we're electrified till up here. So then what we'll also need to do is we'll need to electrify through this. Need to do that one. That one's done. Okay. And then we'll do that last slither through there. And we'll go through here as well. And I'm guessing... Oh, no, that's done. And that's done as well. Okay. Okay, so that's the electrification all the way to the border from here, from our electric area here. Now, so what I'm guessing I want to do... Oh, it's under construction, so these guys are stuck now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy an extra... well, I'm not sure the extra track builder is going to do the trick. So what we want to do, we should be able to get that construction segments done pretty quickly. So make the start on that one and kind of we can't actually turn it around, can we? It goes in there, it'll not be able to get out. So anyway, we need to see what the guy's going to do when it gets here, but I just want to see how it goes. So we might find ourselves stopping steel production for a while there, but we'll certainly see how that goes. Would love to finish off these things, ready to go for the next round. What's going on? Oh, look at that government loyalty, guys. 71% government loyalty. That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. We're still seeing a lot of unhappiness related to alcohol and crime. The crime thing, I don't know. I don't know how to get hold of the crime thing. Oh, we can open this up for business now. So let's get a few police officers in here. We'll buy a few vehicles. We're going for something speedy. What are we doing? Let's grab these guys. I kind of like them. They've got a nice little look to them. Let's get about 3 of them. And as we get some workers in here, we should be able to deal with any crimes that pops up in the area. I'm hoping we maintain the reasonable numbers of people that works here. Yeah, that's fine. That's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to build a few more kind of buildings here for people to live in. So if we were, but probably slightly smaller this time around. Not necessarily super small. So if we go modded and we go... so we want to look at residential buildings. Residential buildings. But so few, I think. We've got some of these ones, but maybe I'm not going to use them. Rather use something else. I want the ones that kind of looks fairly similar. What was that? What is this? The Linkas. And they're pretty good actually, but maybe something smaller like, wow, that's 180 workers. That's not really small, is it? Brick house, that's quality is too poor. We're not going to worry about that. Here we go. 50s apartments. Finish 50s apartments. Pretty small. So if I were to have a look at this, what is this gonna look like? I mean, a little chunk of this could be pretty cool, actually. So let's where was this? This was these guys. So let's assign them all as kind of favorites so that we can have a bit of a look at that. And then we've got these as well. So let's assign them in there as well, just so I have a little bit more to go on. I think they're very similar to the stuff that we've built already. So I might not necessarily... This is a better way of doing it. And there. Okay, let's do that. So that should give us a lot more. These are pretty good. Panel houses at 90, maybe that's a little bit over the top. So if we were to have a look at these guys, that's 45, 43, 45, 45, 43. I mean, looks the part, definitely does. This is these guys. I mean, they're a little, I think they're a little too low. I mean, this is, yeah, I think maybe that's not quite what we're after. Maybe we need a couple of these guys in there. So what's the sizing arrangement here? 162, wow, 243. How come that's 243? This one much smaller. It just doesn't feel right to me, right? And that one, 246. This one makes a bit better sense. 246 over here could make a bit of sense. So maybe we do one big one. Nice and up to the road here. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Do one nice big one like so. And then we'll do... What are these? Container stand or dump full. I guess it's the one that I've asked to get notified of, so we'll have to have a bit of a look at that. I want to see. So what is this? This is a slightly small. This is smaller buildings, slightly smaller buildings. But if we were to look at, something like this, which is the 162, I guess I'd rather do some of these smaller ones. 108. What is this? That's a bit higher than it, is it? Yeah, I guess, or it's the same, but anyway. So with that in mind, and what I'm keen on doing here is maybe just getting a little bit of an offset going here. So if we say do kind of one, give ourselves a little bit of room. How's that look? I mean, it's reasonable, but I guess it's not quite nice, is it? So let's trim this one out. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the alignment there. So I'm gonna pop it out again. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Have we, before I get into that, okay, this has been cleaned out. So now we can run more stuff. I want to kind of see about getting the power exports going, because that'll ramp up our money. Ooh. I'm kind of tempted to do that, right? It's a little bit tight through here, but I'm kind of tempted to just do this and kind of run it on the one side here, and then we'll squeeze it out to the side over here. Right, and that can kind of all tie into this area to be able to ultimately power that side. Okay, so what we're going to need to do, I am going to... Ooh, okay, so this is not quite going to work. If we want to keep this guy... Oh, but we can power it from that side. We're powering it from that side, so that's not an issue. We can disconnect from over here. So let's do that. Let's get the disconnection going here. And there as well. Okay, let's quickly clean out all of this. This shouldn't be a problem, right? We'll disconnect this. That's fine. Disconnect that. And we'll disconnect this guy. And we'll disconnect this guy. So let's just get all of these guys disconnected and... Okay, so that's all assigned. We shouldn't have any power problems with that because we are getting all of this going. I might start the construction here and get the crews to start building this so that we're ready to go pretty quickly. Yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. We're powering everything from over here, so I think our imports of power is definitely going to be lower. Okay, so we've got this guy here. So let's quickly have a look. Get another bit of these guys moving. Maybe we look at something slightly different. I'm gone very square. Oh, this is a nice one. This one's good too because it's got those shapes, and then I've gone a bit squarer on this one. We can obviously go more square yet again, but I'm kind of in the temptations to do kind of something like this. So let's do, if we were saying we're gonna do, so I'd rather kind of turn it like that. So let's do this. That'll be okay. And this will be okay. Okay, and then I can turn it back this way. Yeah, I like this. Turn it back this way. Swing it around. Get it nice and aligned over there. And then what we'll do is we'll sort out something small on the edge here. So let's just do one of these guys to kind of close it off. Maybe not just one, maybe two. If we do this, just want to make sure if we would then do kind of something like that, and I'm just it's not quite the intent here, right? Maybe something like this instead. We'll need some more water down here as well. But yeah, something like that maybe. Because then we kind of cut it through that corner there. I like it. So let's do that. Now, in order to make all of this work, yes, it's going to be a little bit more interesting, and we'll have some more other stuff in here as well. So let's get our first connections through here. So what we're after is we want to run something like this, right? But we want to also make sure that it's pretty neatly aligned. Something like that. Turned in there, and then we go down there, we go down this way, we go down here. Okay, so that should work, and at the same time what we'll do is we'll kind of do a bit of this. So if I wanted something off the road here, we need to demolish it again. So potentially all that I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Right, and we'll tie in on this side, and then what we'll do is we'll tie that one in there. So let's do that. Let's get moving on this. It should get all of that nice and tied in. We can then also run through here and tie in, and then run another one through here. So we'll run one through there, one through there. Then we've got pretty nice connections there. So that's good. That'll be a starting point here. We want to make sure we've got workers constantly loading up on this side, and that we don't run out. Okay. So let's just make sure that all of that is assigned for construction. So get going. Over here, is this full? This is full yet again, right? So how on earth am I supposed to deal with this? Another one? I guess another one is the answer, right? So I've removed this, so get rid of that guy. We'll clear this path out here, like so. And then what we'll do is we'll get another one of these massive things here. So let's just do... so this guy, what does this guy do? This guy has station for 2 loading, where this guy has also station for 2 loading. So they're kind of exactly the same in terms of size, right? I'm just thinking... I'm gonna do another one over there. Get it built so that we don't have this. This seems to be a massive constant issue for us. So let's just make that work. This is probably, well, still got a little bit to go. These are stuck. Oh my goodness! Run out of fuel. And we've electrified all the way. Wow. All the way up to here. Okay, good. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab the guy and say, instead of continuing where you're at the moment, can we please do this one and up the priority over there for me, please. So let's run that one, see if that works. This is being constructed, and we are slowly removing all of this, but it's taking a little bit more time than expected. This is disconnected, but all of this should still work because we're importing from that side. So the idea is really that once this is cleared out, we can kind of do the connection from here into there so that we can power that side. And then this one runs through this way and ties in on this side so we can power on that side as well. And we may think a little bit about reusing this as well so that we can... Maybe. Okay, I'm a little bit bummed that we ran out of fuel here. I thought that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. This guy's still unloading. Okay. But anyway, we would like to, once this is done, once we've got this section done, we can reactivate that and that'll run again. So that's fine. That's kind of the plan, to just make sure we get all of this electrification going. The electrification of rail is a massive issue. It's such a challenge to manage. So definitely want to be quite cautious about how that is done. I like this shape here, right? I think it's a little bit more fun. What we can do here as well, we can squeeze in an extra little. We can definitely squeeze in something here. We can squeeze in an extra, like a statue or something. If we were to have a quick look at what our statue situation is at, maybe an eternal flame obelisk, something like that. We can do, something like that right over here, for instance, just to kind of close this out with a little bit of stuff. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's get an eternal flame obelisk going here as well. For that one, we may as well just do that for the time being, so we can get it built. Really. That's fine, and then we'll slowly start building this, just so that we continuously provide more workers to there. And what we can do is we can continue the journey of these trees down this way, because it's looking pretty cool, and that's looking pretty cool too. If we look at this stretch through here, I'm loving what we're doing with the place. But here, obviously, we've got lots of people ready to go at the bus station, so we need to bear in mind that is quite an option for us to use. This is a really challenging all the time, right? Constantly a challenge to get that to work. I don't quite know where what the situation is, why our garbage trucks isn't actually picking it up. I mean, it is in the range, but for some reason it's not doing its thing. I guess it's due to the distance it's traveling. So it's pathing here from all the way over there, and it's kind of seen as not a big deal. We don't really need to path someone a little bit closer first. So I think that's the issue. Got enough trucks on their way here, but they're too far away. I think that's That must be the reason. What the hell is that? That's interesting. That's super interesting. So it got out. That one got out. Can we can't do anything with this guy. So I'm not too sure how we go about giving this fuel, right? If you know how to give this guy fuel, well, vehicle needs to refuel. All fuel stations in the range have issues. Train also check next station's accessibility. Okay, so maybe once we sort this out, actually, and we're pretty close to sorting it out. So once this guy comes through here, I just want to see if that works, because I think that will get. Yeah, there we go. That makes it happen. Excellent. Yeah, it's really quick to do the electrification if you've got the entire rail built. Right? It just needs to. There we go. Now you'll get out, do your thing. Oh, beautiful. That's quite useful. And we can obviously do that one as well. Oh, excellent. That's quite useful. That's really quite useful. Nice. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to see that both of them are on their way there. That's okay. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal. What's going on? Very briefly, just want to have a quick look at what's going on over here. We've managed to clear all of this out. We'll come back in the next episode and finish off our connections through here, so that we can start doing the export of power. Start running the exports of power. That would be something for the next episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm having so much fun with this game. I'm hoping you're enjoying watching it as a bit of a series as well. I try to kind of, I'm liking the idea of doing much better urban planning and urban design in here, and it's looking pretty good, right? And we're managing to keep afloat with all of our big ticket items as well, and this will be finished fairly quickly. Oh, we should probably commence construction over here also, and over there. Oh yeah, so we won't be able to switch this on anytime soon, but we shouldn't be too far off. So can we assign a little bit of construction to a lot of these different areas, just so that we can actually start getting this to work as well. We are moving a few more things over here, so hopefully that's going to help us out. Maybe it wasn't these guys' fault at all. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave your comments down below, and I will, as always, see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!